You are not my first choice. You were here at the request of Admiral Kazansky, a.k.a. Iceman.
Are we on? Are we live? Yes, we are. Hello, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I've got a couple of articles to go through today, and it's all to do with Tom Cruise, so let's get into it. As you might have seen in the title, Top Gun's setting more records. This time it says Top Gun Maverick closes in on $900 million at the global box office. Right, so the article, I'll give credit to Collider website. The article reads, Top Gun Maverick is the year's biggest success story. While Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness and The Batman were always expected to do well at the box office, Maverick's record-breaking performance was hardly a given, considering the first film's iffy cultural significance, the nearly 4-decade gap between the two installments, as well as star Tom Cruise's box office pull outside the Mission Impossible movies. However, 4 weeks into its release, Maverick is the biggest hit of the year domestically, the biggest hit of Cruise's career, and it's the second biggest film in the history of Paramount, with over $473 million in the bank stateside and nearly $900 million worldwide. That figure has actually changed because this article is a few days old. Forbes says that the film is all but guaranteed to hit the 1 billion mark worldwide, a first for Cruise's long and storied career. Now, the star's previous top earner globally was Mission Impossible Fallout, which actually made $791 million worldwide in 2018. Cruise has been focusing on franchise films in the last decade. The only outliers are Rock of Ages, which feels like it came out ages ago, Oblivion, and American Made. There's 2 more Mission Impossible films already dated for 2023 and 2024 releases. Cruise has set up a nice little late period bout with himself. Maverick only fell by a measly 15% in its 4th weekend domestically, finishing with $44 million, which is the 3rd biggest 4th weekend haul in history. Try saying that with a mouthful of marbles. The 2 films that did better are Avatar and American Sniper. As you probably know, you've probably seen it. If you haven't seen this movie, you really need to see this movie in the cinema. So many people saying that they weren't really bothered about it, and then having gone to see it and it's just absolutely smashed it out of the park. I think I might have to go and do a rewatch because it was just so good. The film also stars Miles Teller, Jennifer Connelly, John Hamm, Ed Harris, Glenn Powell, Lewis Pullman, Danny Ramirez, Monica Barbaro, Manny Jacinto, and of course Val Kilmer. And like I said in my previous video, the on-screen chemistry between Val Kilmer and Tom Cruise was absolutely electric. You could tell that they have actually been friends for years and years. They did the scene, they gave the lines and the dialogue, and then there was just that hug at the end of the scene between the two of them, and you could see it in their eyes and their faces, their expressions, and that was a real hug. I'm going to move on to a bit of an updated article here because the movie has actually gone past the 900 million mark. Top Gun Maverick passes another box office milestone. This is what I was talking about. Top Gun Maverick has crossed yet another box office milestone. The Tom Cruise flick has become only the 3rd Hollywood movie of the pandemic era to cross the $900 million mark at the worldwide box office, according to The Hollywood Reporter. The sequel crossed the milestone on Monday, which is Monday just gone. It's Thursday today. It was a few days ago. After rounding the day out with a US total of $474.8 million and $427.1 million overseas, its global earnings currently stand at a whopping $901.9 million. And it doesn't stop there because this article is a couple of days old as well, and I've got the actual box office figures up to date, or what I think is up to date, and I'll show you those in a moment. But I'll read on. It's Cruise's biggest ever box office earner. Cruise's 2018 blockbuster Mission Impossible Fallout, one of the best Mission Impossible movies that I've seen so far. And don't forget, there's a new one coming out next year. Previously held that honour, having earned $791 million globally. It's not only a hit for Cruise, the film has become Paramount's highest grossing original release at the US box office, behind Titanic. I mean, when you think about it, Titanic was absolutely monumental. See if I can find the figures for it. Where is it? I've just flicked on here quickly. Titanic, $2.202 billion. And that was in 1998, so 24 years ago, before even Marvel was even thought of. There was films doing $2 billion. Unbelievable. I think I went to see that twice at the cinema as well, but people were going to see it 3, 4 and 5 times. Anywho, Maverick joins Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness and Spider-Man No Way Home, which have earned $950 million and $1.9 billion worldwide, respectively. Following on from the first Top Gun film, Maverick sees Cruise reprise his role as Lieutenant Pete Maverick Mitchell, and the rest you know yourself. Why is it doing so well? Why is it doing so well? It's been in the cinemas, I think, 4 or 5 weeks now, and it's still pulling in the crowds. Why? It's a 58-year-old man riding around on a motorbike, acting like a teenager, playing on the beach with his shirt off, flying jet fighters. I'll tell you one of the biggest reasons, and I found this online, I don't know if it was an article, it was a tweet. So anyway, somebody, don't know who it was, I won't name any, I'm not going to mention any names, you can probably see for yourself, but it says here, Top Gun Maverick does not denounce toxic it says there, you can see it yourself, Top Gun Maverick does not denounce toxic masculinity, it embraces it. First of all, explain to me what the hell toxic masculinity is. If it's just men being nasty to women or nasty to other men, then that's just assholes. That's what we call them where I come from. Masculinity, there's nothing wrong with masculinity. Ask any normal-minded woman, would they rather have a masculine man or would they rather have some horrible little simp? I know the answer. If you look down to some of the tweets that have replied to, why is masculinity automatically toxic anyway? I've got no idea. I went to watch Top Gun 2 and thought it was fantastic, even better than the one I saw as a kid. Did make me consider, however, how much negativity these so-called progressives and their policies have visited into our lives. Things were in so many ways better in the 80s. Yes, they were. Didn't see the first, don't like Cruise, but that heading alone makes me want to watch it. Good. Whoever Joe Milo is, he probably a result of using puberty blockers. Yeah, he's got a penis, but it's on his forehead. I saw it yesterday, great movie. I saw nothing toxic. Obviously he or she or they or whoever writes this article had some serious mental problems. Great movie, straight to the point, without woke garbage propaganda. Are you listening, Hollywood? $1 billion movie about an old man who flies a plane. And there's none of your stupid virtue signaling bullshit shoehorned in to get brownie points with whoever the hell you want to get brownie points with. Keep going. Keep going. See how long you last. Sorry, Maverick didn't get woke, therefore it didn't go broke. Exactly. Massive blockbuster. What the hell? Massive blockbuster, in fact, love it. Damn right. Right, for anyone that's interested, I'm going to have a look at the box office for Top Gun Maverick just to see what it's done and when it has done it. This is from Box Office Mojo. Let me just refresh that in case there's any figures have changed. Here you can see the gross domestic, which means stateside $480.744 million. Internationally, it's done $427 million. It's done $907 million. $907 million, just nearly 908 million. Just say 908 million because it will hit that because it's got another weekend coming up. And if you look at how it's been performing each weekend, it went from 52 Friday, 38, 36, 33 first weekend, dropped a little bit, but only dropped down to 15, 14, 14 on the Thursday. Then the following Friday went back up to 25 million. Then it took 36 on the second Saturday. It took 29 on the second Sunday. All the way down, and it's still doing 11, 15 and 17 million. Is that its third or fourth weekend? Brilliant. It's playing in 4,735 theatres, which again I think that's a record as well for Tom Cruise movies. If you look at Doctor Strange and the multiverse of just what a waste of 2 hours of my life. 944 million, but it's been out for 48 days and now it's on Disney Plus if anybody wants to waste their day. 907 after 4 weeks. 3 weeks? Is it 3 weeks? Is that all it's been? That's been out for 6 weeks and there's only 30 million in it. Let's have a look. Jurassic Park did quite well, even though it was astronomically horrendous apparently. It's done 639 million. It's only been out a week, 13 days, what? 13 days, 1 week, 14 days, 2 weeks. I'd say it's been out for 2 weeks. $639 million. It's still not bad, but it was just an awful movie apparently. Anyhow, that's how it's doing, and that's how it's doing compared to two of the big hitters that we've had over the last few weeks. But anyway, I'm looking forward to Mission Impossible. I thought Maverick was amazing. I'm glad it's setting records, and I'm glad that it's still trending in at the box office, and I'm glad that Tom Cruise is 58-year-old and he can still pull the audiences in. Mainly because it's not full of woke bullshit. Alright? Well, anyway, don't forget to like or share or comment. Let me know what you think of Top Gun Maverick, and let me know what you think of the up-and-coming Mission Impossible movie. Don't forget to subscribe. That's all from me for now. See you later. Bye.